What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Movie Emporium's movie review of Sundown, the newest film from director Michael Franco. Now, before we begin, if you like this video, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any videos, awesome, hit that like button, as well as commenting below any video that you watch, including this one. Okay, so Sundown is about a family of individuals who are very wealthy. They're in Acapulco, they're on vacation. Charlotte Gainsbourg, who plays the mother of the two kids, she gets a call that her mother has passed away. She gets really upset. What we think is her husband ends up being her brother. It's played by Tim Roth, and they are heading to the airport. When they get to the airport, they need their passports, but of course, Tim Roth's character doesn't have his passport, so he goes back, or he's going to go back to the hotel to get his passport. And with that said, he's actually not going to back to get his passport. It's actually in his bag. He is literally running away from his family, his sister, and his nieces and nephews. And in essence, this is about a guy who just kind of wants to live on an island, have sex with the local women, and just do his own thing. He doesn't care about his fortune. He doesn't care about anything. Because this is a Michael Franco film, things don't go exactly as planned, and things start to get worse as the movie moves along. So as I said in my synopsis, this is a Michael Franco film. If you've seen New Order, you know what his kind of style and substance is. But if you watch my worst of the year list, I didn't like that movie at all. I didn't understand the point to it. I thought the time jumps were like all over the place, and it was a very, to me personally, not a very well edited film. But the thing about directors is they may make a film that you don't like, but they also may make a new film that you may like. You know, that's what I was thinking, hopefully, with Sundown. It doesn't mean I was going in with much more anticipation, but the fact that it has Tim Roth, the fact that it has Charlotte Gainsbourg, the fact that it takes place in Acapulco, and it has this guy, you know, kind of a very dark individual in his own right, made me a little intriguing, made me a little interested in seeing what would happen. And so with that said, for my review, and on top of that, this film has got like an 87% Rotten Tomatoes. Most critics like it. They think it's a work of interesting content, I guess you could say. So I went, like I said, with a little anticipation. And I will say this for part of my review, I do think this movie was much, much better than New Order 100-fold. I think this movie is much more well shot. I think it uses its time much, much better. It doesn't make you confused. And I think the fact that it does meander, it doesn't really have a purpose outside of something to do with like how Rich can kind of, you know, twist and turn things for their own benefit is a little more fascinating than what it was represented in New Order. But I like Tim Roth in this movie. I think the fact that he just kind of doesn't care and he just does whatever, and you know, he finds a woman and things happen to him, and you know, certain situations happen to him, he just doesn't really respond. That's what happens when you just really get bored with life and you just kind of want to just sit there, stare at the sun, do whatever. Like I said, there's an interesting character arc that happens at the end of the film, which is where I'll get into my problematic stuff. But I think overall it was just a interesting kind of concept, and I think the idea of him abandoning like Charlotte Gainsbourg, who's his sister, and his niece and nephew, and she's having to deal with that on her own, and she doesn't understand what he's doing, but there's no real kind of purpose behind it. I thought that was kind of interesting, but I think once again, I just don't like where it leads to eventually where it concludes. I think it's a film that has a lot of potential, but because of who Michael Franco is and what he represents and what he's trying to tell, he leaves a lot of stuff open to interpretation. He leaves a lot of stuff open to, you know, allowing you to kind of formulate your own opinions. But I think that sometimes it gets a little too heavy-handed and a little too like out there and a little too self-involved to the point where I just didn't feel anything at near the end of this movie. I didn't really feel anything for the background characters, the side characters. I just felt they were just kind of used as plot points, I guess you could say. And when it gets to its final conclusion, when you figure out what exactly is going on with Tim Roth and where it eventually ends, I'm just like, that's how you're going to end this movie? I don't like endings that are kind of just kind of, you know, they don't have a real purpose. You know, you watch a movie like The Turning and it just kind of ends, and that's what this movie does as well, is it just kind of ends. You know, I understand you have to formulate your own opinion on what you think happens, but I don't like that type of ending. I think it's really, like I said, self-involved, and I think it's just, you know, a way for a director to not really have an ending, to just go, here's my story, I'm going to let you opinionate your own ending. It's the same problem I had with Inception, is that ending is just like, just tell me. I don't want to, I know it sounds, you know, very convoluted what I'm talking about, but I just didn't really feel the ending served its purpose. Like I said, that's my only real major problem with this movie. It's still interesting. It's only 75 minutes and it has like 85 minutes with credits or some insane, time length and stuff like that. Like I said, I like Tim Roth. I like Charlotte Gainsbourg. I like the story. I just don't like the payoff. That's my personal opinion. I don't like those payoffs that just don't really have anything. So, but anyways, yeah, that'll do it. That'll be my take on this film, which is Sundown. Thank you so much for watching. Comments below. Did you watch New Order? What was your official opinion on that film? Are you looking forward to Sundown? Did you see Sundown? What was your overall opinion? All that good stuff. Otherwise, if you like what you see in this video, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.